Okay, time to get started. Well, good morning, everyone from the UK, and welcome to today's postgraduate information session on MSc Advanced Physiotherapy Practice. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. My name is David McKinnon, and I'm part of the student recruitment team here at GCU, and I'll be your host for this 30-minute session. Before we begin, just a couple of quick housekeeping notes. All microphones and cameras are disabled during the session to ensure a smooth experience for everyone attending. And if you have any questions at any point, please pop them into the chat box on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll be answering as many of those as we can during the question and answer session at the end. My co-host, Artaban, here will answer the program-related questions, and I'll deal with any non-program-related questions. But just stick any questions in the chat now or when we open the question and answer session. I'd also like to let you know that today's session is being recorded. It will be available on the GC YouTube page in the coming weeks, so you'll be able to watch it back or share it with others if you want to. Now I'm pleased to introduce today's presenter, Dr. Artaban Jeldi, who will be speaking about the MSc Advanced Physiotherapy Practice. So I'll now hand over to Artaban. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Welcome to this webinar. My name is Artaban Jeldi. I am one of the lecturers at the Department of Allied Health Professions, and I'm part of the physiotherapy discipline. So I've been part of the university from 2018, and before that, I was working with the NHS. My background is in MSK, and I did my PhD at GCU as well. Before that, my bachelor's degree and my master's degree was from India. I did my bachelor's from Christian Medical College, Vellore, and my master's from Ramachandra University. Now it's called Srihar, I guess, from Chennai. So welcome again. So I'm going to go through the program as such. I'm going to talk about why you guys need to choose GCU at physiotherapy at GCU. About the structure of the MSc Advanced Physiotherapy Practice program. I'm going to give you some insight about the support services and how you can seek help once you're here, and even before that, if you need to, and some additional CPD opportunities which are available to the students, and I'll go on to the Q&A. So, obviously, GCU is a very good place to study. So I'm not sure whether you've done your due research or due diligence about the university. It is one of the top universities, top 40 universities in the UK, and in specific for physiotherapy. So we've got around 22,000 students on the whole, and around 120 nationalities. And our major university, the Glasgow campus, it's based in the city center, smack in the city center. And you do not have to go far to enjoy yourself within the city. It's a very welcoming and inclusive university. We go by our values and ethos. And one good thing about Glasgow is the living is a bit affordable than how you find in down south of the border, that is in London, Birmingham, Manchester. The cost of living is a bit lesser here. So those are a few of the key points. With regard to Scotland, Scotland is lovely. I fell in love with Scotland when I first came in here in 2009. What you see in the slide here is a few pictures of what you can enjoy yourself when you come here in Scotland. The farthermost on the top hand corner is actually the Armadillo and the SEC. That's where all the kind of big conventions and programs run. The lighthouse there, that's the kind of the northernmost part of Scotland, John O'Groats. And the greenery, which you see here, that's the Botanics in Glasgow. It's a very lovely place to spend once the sun is out. The football pitch there is the Hampden. The Hampden Roar is famous in its own. We've got two major football clubs here, the Celtics and the Rangers, along with the other capable ones with Hearts and Partick and stuff. We've got the Edinburgh Castle there, and I think that's the tattoo which is going on there, the tattoo march. And the final one there, the picture there you see is the Buchanan Centre, the shopping area for Glasgow. So that's what you are coming into once you choose Glasgow and Scotland. Our department is, as I said, one of the top ranked physiotherapy units in the UK. It's been in the top 3 for the past 5 years, if you may want to go back and look at the records. Our degree, or at least my degree, is career focused, and we do kind of train our physiotherapists into gaining their advanced knowledge so that they can choose the right careers. We've got an award-winning learning and development center and the Alex Ferguson Library, which is Alex Ferguson. He was the big Manchester United manager, and he kind of has our library named after him because of what he does for us. We've got a very big multicultural staff within the department as well as in the university. Our whole program is clinical reasoning based and evidence based, and the modules are structured accordingly. We've got 2 UG and 4 PG programs, of which one is the MSc Advanced Physiotherapy Practice program. And we've got 4 renowned professors, world-renowned professors, Prof. Seb Chaston, Professor Lorna Paul, Professor Don Skeleton, and Fred Van Wyk. You just need to Google them, and you will find all of them highly interesting in all the works they do, and they do teach on the programs as well. So moving on. I want to talk to you about the structure of the program, a wee bit about what happens here, and then I'll take questions from you. So we've got 3 trimesters, that is trimester A, B, and C. It's a 3-month or 11 to 12-week trimester. So it all starts in September for the full-time program. And in trimester A, we've got the 2 core modules which we run, which are 30 credits each. Trimester B, we have the optional modules which we run, which is again 30 credits or 15 credits each. And then in trimester C is the May trimester, where we have our dissertation module, which is just one long module for 60 credits. And again, it's for 12 weeks. So what are these core modules and what are these optional modules, you may ask me? So the core modules for our program, for my program, is the advanced research methods, which is mandatory for all students. And then the advancing professional practice module, which is again it's a core module, and it helps the students learn about the 4 pillars of practice within the NHS and the UK and develop their skill set accordingly. And the optional modules, we've got a list of optional modules, but not all optional modules run during the trimester. There are a select modules which we choose, which run during the trimester B, which is the optional module period. And what you see in front are generally advertised for advanced practice program as well as my program, which is the advancing physiotherapy practice. So we share the modules. So in particular, the ones which you see on your screen just now are the only modules which we have for the optionals. So that is, we've got a kind of a quite famous advanced MSK practice module, which is quite keenly and sought out by a lot of our students who come through that's what the anecdotal evidence is for the past 5 years. We've got a neurological rehab module, that is advanced practice neurological rehabilitation. We've got a movement analysis, clinical MSK movement analysis module. It's more technical and biomechanical based. And then we've got a leadership and healthcare practitioner module. And then we've got the short 15 credit modules, that is the applied pathophysiology in advancing professional practice. And then that's supported with the anticipatory care for long-term conditions module. These 2 go together. And then we've got the diabetic modules, that is the lower limb and foot and diabetes, and nutrition, lifestyle management, diabetes. Those 2 go together. And then we've got the social action and approaches in public health and infection prevention and control in the global context modules as well. So these are all the modules which we advertise for trimester B. And what you see from here is we don't have a particular stream, like an MSK stream or a cardiothoracic stream or a neurology stream. It's all mixed here. So you can pick and choose from what you want. And that is specifically what you will be gaining from your advanced physiotherapy practice when you do your core optional modules. And then following on, you go on to the dissertation module, which is you can do either a qualitative or a quantitative dissertation, but we strongly, because of the shortened time frame, we strongly advise our students to go ahead with a structured literature review But obviously, they can do an empirical study as well if they have data. And sometimes we do have the data available and we can work on it. The topic of choice is yours, and we will try and allocate a suitable supervisor for you. And you need to do a 6,000 worded write up and a 10-minute presentation. The 10-minute presentation is being taken off from next year, but this year it will be available to you. What are the study exit options? So at the end of the day, once you finish your program, you would be able to go home with a PG cert. That is if you only do 60 credits, that is 2 modules. Or you can go home with a PG dip, that is 120 credits, that is 4 modules. Or the final outcome is MSc. And most or all of our students aim or strive to get this MSc on 180 credit module. The mandatory modules are the advancing professional practice, the advanced research, as I said, which is a TRI-A, and the dissertation. We do have a part-time program as well, but that's mostly taken up by our local home students, not international students, because of visa issues. And also, you need to clear the advanced professional practice module to get the named degree of MSc Advanced Physiotherapy Practice. That's a key. Going on, the important note is this program does not have clinical placements, as it is a post-registration program. We do have some amount of practice, clinical practice within the module. We've developed them within the module. The curriculum has some amount of practice, but we do not have clinical placements as such. So you would not be going into a hospital and treating patients or observing patients. That's not the idea of this program. This is the reason. The reason being, you are already physiotherapists. You already have that knowledge base. You already have treated patients. We are trying to develop and advance your knowledge into the clinical reasoning, evidence-based realm, not at the basic patient management realm. You will be doing patient management, but it would be based on case studies. It will be based on virtual classrooms. It will be based on peer management. So that's how we kind of manage the clinical cases in our classrooms. So that needs to be made clear. And then going on, this is not relevant for you. I'm sorry. So on the CPD forefront, we do have guest lecturers and speakers coming in from the NHS and independent sectors. A couple of our modules have NHS staff coming and taking the actual modules for you as well. So that will give you an insight as to what happens within the private sector as well as the NHS. We do give advice on jobs in Scotland and interview skills. We do have a particular module that is which we kind of a CPD program which we actually help on. HCPC guidance is given, but I'm afraid we are not entitled, or we don't run, the HCPC doesn't run us. We just give advice and help you kind of guide or path through the process. That is what we do. We also have career development and LDC writing skills programs, as well as journal clubs, which are run amongst in the curricula. So the support here, we do have personal tutoring. We do have the library. We have vast library resources where you can kind of dwell into and do the facilitated learning. We have a learning development center, which these are the people who help you get better at academic writing, get better at presentations, get better at knowing yourself as well. So what are your strengths and weaknesses? So they kind of help you quite a bit. And we have a very good student well-being center. Obviously, you're coming from a very far away place, coming here, settling in. So there are issues which could come up. So we do support our students. We've got a good, vibrant student association, and they have quite a bit of few clubs and societies. I used to be part of the cricket club here for 6 years when I was doing my 5 to 6 years when I was doing my PhD, and I still play cricket, in fact. So that's a good thing. And we also have a physiotherapy association run by the students for GCU, and they have their own setup, and you can be part of it. And the library, again, I was telling you about. So that is in a nutshell about what happens in the program. So I'm happy to get any questions from you guys.
Thanks, Artaban. That was a great presentation. Everyone, post any questions in the chat we have over there on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll endeavour to answer as many as possible as we can before the end of the webinar. If you don't manage to get to your question today, or you think of something afterwards, then you can email that email address at the top of the screen there, studentinquiries@gcu.ac.uk. I imagine there's a few people typing away.
Hopefully.
Hopefully short questions, not very long questions, but you never know. And there's Artaban's email address and the program email addresses on the screen as well if you need them.
Thank you, Ishan. I think the website, the GCU website where we host the MSc Advanced Practice details, it has everything you need there. You just need to kind of go and kind of read through it. All the information which I have provided is also there. But obviously, it's always better to talk to somebody or kind of liaise with somebody in person. So I'm here, or if you feel like you can email me, I can do that. I can answer your questions as well.
I'll just post a link to the web page here in the chat just now. No, it's taking a funny link there. Try that again. Not behaving itself. So you can visit our website to see that program page that Artaban's referring to. We'll give you another 30 seconds now. Does you get any last questions to post? There's quite a few of you online, so I thought we'd be getting lots of questions today. But maybe you learned everything you needed to know in that presentation.
Short and sweet, I guess. Yeah, the fee structure. I didn't mention the fees and the fundings on this page. I think the fees for international students is 16,200. And we do have funding opportunities as well as kind of scholarships available. And there is an installment scheme for you guys to pay the fees. You don't have to pay it all in one. You can do it within 8 installments, I guess. So that is something which is also available on the website if you're looking for funding information.
Okay, thank you. It doesn't look that we're going to get any actual questions, so I think I'll bring today's session to an end. I'd like to thank Artaban for his time and his expertise, and also a big thank you to all of you for coming along and attending today. Just a reminder that the session will be available on the GCU webpage and YouTube in the coming weeks if you'd like to revisit any of the content. We hope you found today's session helpful, and we look forward to hopefully welcoming many of you back to GCU for your postgraduate studies. Thank you again, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.